Yo guys, what's going on? It's Dueling Unlocked here, and today we've got Cyber Dragon's brand new support. Here is the deck list. This deck list has worked pretty well so far. This deck actually feels pretty good. We went 10-0 with it. I'm going to go over the deck list, and then I'm going to go over the replays here as well. So of course, you do have to run 3 Cyber Dragons. I only have 2 Galaxy Soldiers. If you have 3, I would consider playing a third one. 3 Cyber Dragon Cores, 3 Nashters. I'm on 2 Hers. We'll see if we want to go up to 3 eventually. I only pull 2 Emergency. If you have 3, you can play 3. If you have 2, 2's fine. 2 Droplets, 3 Book of Eclipse. Just, unfortunately, in the meta, these are like almost like necessities. You can play 3 Droplets if you have 3 Droplets. And 3 Repair Plants. This card is like actually really, really good. This card right here can get you access to the Kaiju. Because it can grab any light machine monster from your deck to your hand, and it's a light machine. The Kaiju can also be pitched off with Nashter. I would recommend running this Kaiju. You can get this from the Majestic Magic Box or Selection Box 7 if you went into that. For the extra deck, we're running 1 Cyber and Dragon in case our Nova gets destroyed. We do run 1 Infinity. I mean, it's limit 1. We're trying out the Leo Utopia Ray package. We never went into it, but it's maybe we might in the future. Like, it could probably win some games with Leo, and then this goes up to 55. Going with double Nova. 1 Vespinato, never went into this either. So these extra deck spots, you definitely could, the Vespinato, the Ultimate Leo Ray, or in the Leo Arms. You could probably put in like another V-Mana. You could probably put in some Cyber Dragon Fusions if you want to try those out. And we are on the 1 Sieger. We did win a game or 2 with this card, so I do think having 1 of the link is good. So yeah, without further ado, we'll go over the skill now. So what the skill does is it's really nice. Basically, every turn you can send a Cyber Dragon from your deck to your graveyard, and on top of that, you can make all your Cyber Dragons level 5 once per turn. So it's really easy access into rank 5s, like your Cyber Dragon Nova, your V-Manas. It is a little bit tricky to get learn when to use the skill. I don't think I had it like right away, but eventually down the line, I think it was a little bit easier. So we're gonna go and get into the replays now. Our first replay is gonna be versus. Okay, so this one here, I did alright. Like versus Blue Eyes, I think I could have won this duel a lot faster, and they potentially misplayed here as well. But we'll take what we get. This was our first game. Originally, I tried the skill and I was like, I didn't have Cyber Dragon in the deck. I was like, why isn't the skill working? I couldn't send a Cyber Dragon. But then I'm like, oh, wait, I don't have Cyber Dragon in the deck, duh. So yeah, that was, so I played a few duels like that, just going crazy. But yeah, after I put Cyber Dragon in the deck actually went kind of crazy. So here you go, Battle Chronicle, fast forward their turn, because it's just Battle Chronicle. Santa Fund is pretty rough with your Nashter, but we can see what we can deal with it. So we go and use that to send the Cyber Dragon. You can always special summon Cyber Dragon, don't forget about that. So we go Special Cyber Dragon, grab the core, grab the Repair Plant. We're going to use the style now, so we can go into the 5. Because I'm like, if they want to use Successor Soul here, they can, but then we'll just get the Cyber and Dragon to the field. So they do that. We get the Cyber and Dragon, they're going to go Ulti Fusion into the Twin Burst. Their pop. So here, what I should have done is I should have, no, that's right. We're doing this right. Add Galaxy Soldier, this is fun. Emergency, I should have grabbed, I think later down the line, you'll see. So yeah, Galaxy Soldier effect. With Hers effect, you can grab any Cyber Dragon in Grave. So technically, Cyber Dragon Core in Grave is Cyber Dragon. So I should have added the Cyber Dragon Core here instead of the Cyber Dragon. So that was the misplay. But other than that, we'll still do it all right. And also didn't realize that Infinity doesn't take face. That is one way to play around Infinity, is to play your monsters in defense, because Infinity can't really do much here. But we do have the Book of Eclipse, so we will survive the turn. They get the draw too, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to do this fast. The droplets was a really, really good draw, because now if they attack into us, we can always use the droplets, which is what we do here. And when they try and use the Twin Burst, we're gonna go Infinity Negate. so that our monster doesn't get banished. They're gonna crackdown immediately. We negate the crackdown, then they're gonna go and use the ulti fusion. And for some reason, they decided to put this in attack position because they're like, oh, Infinity doesn't do anything. But Infinity effects, take that 25. Melody, we just negate the melody here. And they just pass, and that's GG's. I felt like Melody was too good not to negate there, and there was no way they would OTK us, I don't think. Because I feel like they've used like ulti fusions already. So that was the first game. It was like the first time playing it, so I didn't do that one misplay, but keep in mind you can add Cyber Dragon Core from the grave. But it can't be from deck, it's only from grave with the Cyber Repair Plant, or not Cyber Repair Plant, with the hers. But yes, I still think Cyber Dragons are like actually really good from testing it so far. The Kaiju, being able to search the Kaiju just seems amazing. So this is versus Floor. They're playing like a weird version. I think it's because they opened up too many hand traps. So we immediately Kaiju them. And we're gonna go Repair Plant, grab the Nashter effects, summon Cyber Dragon. They're gonna Veiler here. We do have the emergency though, so we're fine. Emergency can grab core. We haven't normal summoned yet, so we can go normal summon core, grab Repair Plant. Now we can make ours level 5, make the Nova effect, bring back the Cyber Dragon, bring out the Infinity, take the Kaiju. Alright, and then we just go in for some damage. We have our negate. They have their own Kaiju, unfortunately, so... But keep in mind, we still do have the Droplet set, so... They have BLS in hand. Our Droplet saves us pretty well, pretty nice here. They're going to be able to take that out, but because our board is clear, we can go Cyber Dragon Core here, bring out the Nashter effect, bring the Infinity effect, and GG's. Take the monster. So yeah, that was nice. Here is another replay. But yeah, once again, we went 10-0. I haven't lost yet, but I don't know how high the win streak would go, but the deck is really fun. This is versus Cyber Dragons, and it's relatively cheap. You can get most of it in the structure deck, and then with the new box, probably 2 run-throughs to get 2 URs. Other than, of course, the staples, which I think everyone should have the staples. If you want to play Duel Links at this point, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Galaxy Soldier as well. But you can, if you have Dream Tickets, the latest SR Dream Tickets do have Galaxy Soldier. I was able to pick up, I didn't have any myself. I'm like halfway through the box, so I was able to pick up 2 Galaxy Soldiers with like my latest SR Dream Tickets. So look into your Dream Tickets if you have, if you want Galaxy Soldiers. Cyber Dragon hers, grab the Cyber Dragon. So I'm like, here I'm like, alright, what would I do versus this? Here, I kind of messed up. I should have used the Repair Plant a little bit earlier, like when the monster was engraved, to probably just grab, like, probably core, I guess, instead of just shuffling it. So that Cyber Repair Plant was a misplay, but here we've done the mana with the Infinity, not too bad. So here I'm going to negate the Nashter because it's like a -1 and it's a once per turn effect. Then they go and use the hers effect, grab Cyber Dragon. At this point I'm like, alright, I can't really let them get to another monster. I think if they were smart, they wouldn't have activated the effect here. Because then, if they don't activate the effect, they can use their skill, go into a Nova effect, go into Infinity, then Infinity effect. Like, I think if they were smarter, they would have just not used the effect. And probably, they wouldn't have won the game, but it would have been pretty rough for us to come back from. So, we'll take the win once again. I think I have 2 more here. 1 versus Goo. I have seen a lot of people try Galaxy Eyes as well. Here we're on a 7-game win streak. Immortal Cyber style. We're versus Shiranui. Oh, this one was fun. This one was fun right here. So we go Nashter. hers immediately. Valor, so unfortunately we get Valor, but we still have our normal summon yet, and we can search the Cyber Dragon. So because we have our normal summon, we can go Nashter, normal summon. You can normal summon like Nashter or Core in that situation, so hopefully you have access to that. If you don't, then you're just gonna have to tough it out. So we will get our Infinity access with the Cyber Dragon and the Book of Eclipse. Here I'm gonna wait till they go into the 7, the 4, and the 3, because they have the Mizuki engrave. So we use the Infinity on the 7, but unfortunately for us, they're gonna go 2, 4, 6, and they're able to pitch another Mizuki. So now they have the 3, and I'm like waiting for the right moment of Book of Eclipse. I think here was probably the best moment of Book of Eclipse, because realistically they could go Nightmare Phoenix and pop my back row, which would have been, or they might have been zombie locked. They could have been zombie locked, I'm not sure. So I think they probably were. I know some of them's locked you, but not positive on which ones. So they go Squire, Vampire Sucker. Here we Book of Eclipse because I'm like, I don't want to have any chance. We're pretty beefy with defense. We got 1600. They're going to get the draw 2 here. We draw the Repair Plant Infinity, take the Vampire Sucker. We're going to negate that. So now we go Immortal Cyber Style, send the Cyber Dragon. We're going to grab the Core, Normal Summon, grab the Emergency. Immortal Cyber Style, make ours level 5. Here we go into Nova. Nova, summon the Cyber Dragon, Cyber Emergency, grab another Core. Mirror Force, this was funny. So Mirror Force here, and because we have Dragon Nova effect, we have the Cyber End Dragon. Cyber End Dragon pierces 4,000 for game. You'll love to see that, finishing up with Cyber Dragon. And here was our last replay to get to the 10-0. But yeah, once again, guys, this deck is pretty fun. If you like Cyber Dragons, definitely recommend you check it out or try it out. Go into the new box to pick yourself up. At least, probably, I think you get away with 2 copies of Emergency. And maybe even 1 if you're like really like free to play. It is nice to have the extra copies though. So here we go Nashter, hers effect from Grave, grab the Cyber Dragon. We're just trying to set up a board here. Galaxy Soldier grabs another Galaxy Soldier. And here is the Nova. And we're actually versus Fluffals here, so they're gonna go into Cruel Whale. Cruel Whale effect is gonna try and pop the Nova. So here, the Nova's gonna float into the Cyber End Dragon. We do have our way to deal with the Kaiju, so we get Galaxy Soldier, Immortal Cyber Style. So noticeably, it changes all Cyber Dragons. And Cyber End Dragon also gets changed to a level 5 as well. So that's a pretty good thing to note. I didn't realize that at the beginning, so... it's all monsters he currently controls. So it's not even just Cyber Dragons. Oh, okay. I thought it had to be a Cyber Dragon name. Now it makes sense. So we just go Infinity take. Now we have the Negate. And they have 3 cards in hand, so I'm feeling pretty good. They're going to try and special summon out Fluffal Dog. I look at Fluffal Dog to see if it's a once per turn, because it's a normal special. It is a once per turn. I'm like, this seems like as good a negate as I'm going to get, so I go and use it. They have 2 cards to work with. If they can out this board in 2 cards, then GG's. But they can't, and that is our 10-0 Cyber Dragons in the King of Games. So, pretty fun deck. Definitely really cool. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll catch you next time. Till then, peace out.